Inflation is the big boogeyman in the closet for most central bankers. But is it justified in the case of an export economy like Japan? All that coming up in about a half hour. Be there.
For more than a quarter century, Investors Business Daily has helped investors stay on the right side of the stock market. IBD's renowned market analysis shows you when to be invested in stocks to maximize gains and when to move to the sidelines to protect your portfolio. IBD stock lists, investing tools, and market experts help you discover the big winners before they surge in price. Then IBD's rules show you low-risk buy points and history-proven sell signals to help you lock in gains. Act now, and with your free trial, you'll receive a live training session to get the most out of IBD right from the start. You'll get all the support you need to succeed in the stock market. Big winning stocks like Google, Apple, and Priceline can burst on the scene at any time. So put the power of IBD to work for you today. Call 1-800-654-1512 for your 2-week free trial of IBD, the #1 publication for successful investors. That's 1-800-654-1512.
The clock is ticking and time is running out. Only 12 days remain to avoid the fiscal cliff. Who will compromise? And will a deal get done to rescue America's economy? Stay with CNBC for real-time reports to see who will rise above.
Death of a PC. Who will inherit your gigabytes? Buffett's war chest overflows. The buy worth billions. Our experts reveal all. Predictions 2013. Right now at predictions.cnbc.com.
We now offer phone service as low as $1.70 a month with Magic Jack Plus. That's $19.95 a year. No computer needed. Nothing changes. And now keep your old phone number. That's right. Keep your old phone number. Get Magic Jack Plus at Radio Shack.
Bloomberg West, the only program with a pulse on the coolest in business. Weeknights on Bloomberg Television.
We now offer phone service as low as $1.70 a month with Magic Jack Plus. That's $19.95 a year. No computer needed. Nothing changes. And now keep your old phone number. That's right. Keep your old phone number. Get Magic Jack Plus at Best Buy.
Let's get a market flash. Brian Sullivan's back at HQ. Brian?
I want to take a look at Navistar, right? The truck maker, truck engine maker. The problems at NAV just continue, Carl. That stock is down almost 6%. Sales dropped 24% year over year, but here's the problem. They changed their exhaust to meet new EPA standards on diesel emissions. They did it differently than the other truck engine makers. They've had a pushback on that, and the warranty claims are high. A lot of people are complaining about the engine. I got to give a victory lap to Herb Greenberg, even though he's not here. He warned us about potential problems with their engines months and months ago, and it looks like they continue, guys. The warranty claims are up. People are saying, hey, the engine's not working as I wanted it. Want to fix it. Lewis Campbell brought in new CEO in August. He's new. He's trying to fix it, but Navistar, 24% drop in sales and warranty claims up. Ouch.
That is a good shout out to Herb, who you're right has been all over that story. Thanks a lot, Brian. Instagram CEO Kevin Systrom is trying to reassure users it will not be selling your photos after a change in the photo filter app's privacy policies caused a firestorm. Brings us to our Squawk on the Tweet question this morning. What can settle the feud between Twitter and Facebook, i.e. Instagram, once and for all? Bill writes, Twitbook, a place to post all the awkward tweets and those creepy family photos. Chubbs writes, the date 12/21/12. No idea what that means. And then Mark writes, Apple buys them both. That would definitely settle everything. Want to bring in Drew Olenoff. He's a writer for TechCrunch. Talking more about this. Drew, good morning to you.
Thanks for having me.
Is this much ado about nothing, or is there do users have a real privacy gripe here?
The thing with Instagram is, ever since it was acquired by Facebook, I mean, it's assumed that Facebook's stance and their approach to privacy in terms of service, I mean, it's been confusing in the past. They've tried to involve users in the governance of it, but not enough users came out and voted.
Yeah, it's been said that, you try to lay out these privacy policies, and Facebook's been a victim of this to some extent. The layman is going to read it differently than your own general counsel intended. Is that what happened here?
That's exactly what happened here. Multiple things happened, and I wouldn't call Facebook a victim. I think we've learned that most people, including myself for the most part, don't read terms of service and privacy policies. We just openly trust,
You just click,
right?
I agree.
Exactly. We just want to move on and use a cool service. So I think it's a company's responsibility to break it down for, as you put it, the layman.
One other thing that sort of struck me in reading the statement from Instagram is this rather explicit explanation that, you know what, we are here to make money in the long term. And those of you may think of us as a public service or a public good, but we're going to monetize this somehow because our shareholders are beginning to demand it.
I mean, that's true. If you're using anything on the internet, especially something for free, there's something implied that says this could become part of a business. The difficulty with all of this is that these changes were rolled out, and users got confused. They got confused because there was a group of users who thought, oh, they're going to sell our photos. They're going to sell them for $500 and they're no longer mine. Never the case. That was never the case. But what was the case is that Facebook could use your photos from Instagram as an advertisement. They could sell that access to marketers and companies. So you could show up as an advertisement for Doritos, for example.
Who's going to win this war? Who do you think has the advantage now, and who holds it over the next year?
So are you talking about a war between
Twitter and Facebook?
Twitter and Facebook? You know, I don't get involved in wars. I think when you think about it, Twitter is making moves that I feel are better for users, right? They're trying to show you content using Twitter cards. They're trying to give you a glimpse of content before you make that click. They value your clicks. Instagram didn't feel that way. Facebook didn't feel that way. They wanted you to click on a link on Twitter rather than see the preview. That's their decision. Is it good for users? I don't think so.
Yeah, we had Aviary on the show not too long ago. They're now providing the filters to Twitter.
Right.
Just product per product. I mean, a taste test between the two, Instagram or Aviary. Which service is better?
I think what you just said is the smartest thing. Is there's choice. There's choice. If you don't feel comfortable with Instagram, you don't have to use it. Twitter has options now. Flickr is coming back and resurging.
Yeah.
They've redesigned their iOS app. You now have options, and luckily Facebook does allow you to port or export your photos. They have an open API, which is commendable. That's great. But there's choice right now for users, which is good.
That is usually how things work out best, Drew. Thanks for your time. Great seeing you again.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Drew Olanoff joining us from TechCrunch. Bart Chilton's going to join us after the break with his take on this LIBOR settlement over at UBS. You got to hear what he's saying about that. First, though, let's get a sector check. Tech and energy performing the best today. Utilities and telecom are lagging, and the Dow still stubbornly close to the flat line, down 5. Back in a minute.
Sector Sort is sponsored by Sector Spider ETFs. Visit them on the web at sectorspiders.com.
You can toe the line when it comes to investing. Choose the stocks you like one by one. Or select Sector Spider ETFs and add the diversification of an entire sector of the S&P 500, like financial. With liquidity, all-day tradability, and transparency. Ready to